Welcome to the concluding lecture in our course ChatGPT and other awesome AI tools. Part 3. Part 4 is going to come next, and I just want to talk about what is going to come. As already covered multiple domains, it should be clear to you that the course is not just going to be limited to one domain. But now slowly we want to make our course more advanced so that you will understand that AI is not just writing prompt and waiting for the answers. It can do much more than that. Okay. So to understand that, I intend to change the structure of the course in this manner. There will be different course segments for different domains so that you can understand the versatility of ChatGPT and at the same time understand that ChatGPT is only one AI tool, but there is a plethora of AI tools for maybe a painter or maybe a musician or maybe a chef or maybe a author. So, and such a specialized AI tools usually do much better than a generalized tool. But most of them are subscription based, of course. Now, as a glimpse of what is coming, let us consider a few prompts. Okay. So, one such a prompt is this. I want you to act as a Linux terminal. I will type commands and you will reply with what the terminal should show. I want you to only reply with the terminal output inside one unique code block and nothing else. So only show the output of the command which I write and nothing else. Do not write any explanation. Do not type more commands unless I instruct you to do. Why I need to tell you when I need to tell you tell you something in English, I will do by putting text in the curly braces. Okay, the first command is pwd. Now this pwd is for present working directory, and on Unix system, on the command line, when you write pwd, it gives you the location of the control where you are at present in your system. Okay, so it is a handy command, and I write submit, and it is giving me slash home slash username. The first slash is often called root, just like in Windows system, it is C Windows. So similarly, this is root home directory and then whatever is your username or the name of your computer. So it has correctly given what pwd gives. It gives in which directory you are or your home directory. Okay, normally one starts always with home directory. Another well-known Unix command is date, which gives current date and time. So it gives August 2 and this. Remember, it will give different answer each time you regenerate, and it will very rarely give the correct date. It is just giving you the format. That date command gives answer in this manner, that day followed by the month, followed by the date, followed by the time exactly, and year. Okay, so you can get, if I try to regenerate, it's a funny thing. Let us, it gives different date. That does not mean that suddenly date has changed. But as I said, it is not a Unix system. It is just mimicking unique prompt. Okay. Now let us take another prompt. This time we want to use ChatGPT as a language translator. I have taken paragraph in English from this particular website. I could have taken from anywhere. I want you to act as an English to French translator, spelling corrector, improver. Translate the paragraph that I give in the next prompt in elegant French. And this is the paragraph: an appeal to the senses, the development of braille system in 19th century France, and so on. Now, it is immediately giving the translation of whole paragraph in French. If you have a French colleague and you want to send some message, then usually a characteristic of French people is that they prefer to communicate in their language. So if you write a message in this manner using ChatGPT, then it would create perhaps more bonding compared to this English message. Okay. And I tell you one emergency application of this also. Suppose you are stuck in Pakistan or Afghanistan and you are in some kind of trouble, and you want to know where is the next or nearest police station. So translate following statement to Urdu, because suppose nobody there understands English. So in that case, what to do? So I write, where is the nearest police station? And I have said convert it into Urdu. And if I do that, the Urdu is there, and then you can show it on your mobile screen to that person, and he will at least be able to answer through gestures or something. Okay, so this can be handy. Of course, as far as language translation is concerned, the Google Translator is still far superior, but ChatGPT is also catching up very fast. Okay, let us take one more application. This one is really interesting. That we want to use ChatGPT as an Excel sheet. Okay, now here, I want you to act as text-based Excel. You will only reply me to the text-based 10-row Excel sheet with row numbers and cell letters as column A to L. First column header should be empty for reference cell number. I will tell you what to write in cell, and you will reply only the result of the Excel table as text, nothing else. Do not write explanations. I will write the formula and you will execute the formula, and you will only reply the result. First, reply me with an empty sheet, and it has created an empty sheet. Now, let us see if it can do some calculation like Excel or not. And in the third column, I write $A1 plus dollar A, sorry, dollar B1. Okay. So I'm writing this value plus this value and I am submitting. I think, yeah, I should remove this first, reply an empty sheet, because otherwise it will just be confused. Yes. And now you can see that it has added those two numbers. Now, can you imagine the power of this? Because this is a simple formula, but you can add any formula here, formula for standard deviation or mean, median, mode, or future value of some corpus or interest formula or maybe any other complex formula, and it will be able to give you answer without you having Excel. You just need to have internet and access to OpenAI. And of course, currently it is not as powerful as the Excel itself, but it is great still. Okay, let us remove all this. And finally, I want you to give just one very important open source reference, and I will be putting a text document also, so you will, if you cannot write it, fine. https github.com awesome ChatGPT prompts. Okay, and I am just taking to that window, and you can see this is what it is. There are many GitHub repositories on ChatGPT, and other some are also good, but this repository is the father of everybody in one way, because in any other repository you will always see that they have accepted the or acknowledged the contribution from this repository. What this repository gives is some chat GPT desktop app, then even how to build your prompt app, uh, that is a mobile app, some ebook is there, then uh, here these are the prompts: act as a Linux terminal, act as an English translator, act as position interviewer, and so on. 150 different prompts are there, and they are open source. I think everybody should have account in the on the GitHub, and if they are not having, then it is no rocket science. You just need an email address, that's all, and it is free. So please make account if you are not having, and go to this repository. I will attach the uh, uh, this address and this thing. I want you to explore each of them before we go to next part of the course. So after these three courses, I will take some pause. Meanwhile, I will develop now a much more thoughtful and slightly higher level course. And I will try to include as much as possible of the latest things. Okay, so